Marvel just launched Phase 4 of the MCU. Sony is starting to flesh out their Spider-Man spin-off universe, and with the Snyder Cut finally out, DC Films has all sorts of stuff in the works, from the Amazons and Green Lantern Corps to New Gods and even a Superman reboot. But only these next films are far enough along to officially be on their release schedule. Hello there, I'm Greg Elliott with Screen Rant, and here are all 7 DC films currently set to release after Zack Snyder's Justice League.
So that's it? What, we some kind of Suicide Squad?
Ooh, he said the name of the movie in the movie, but unfortunately Will Smith's Deadshot will not be in James Gunn's long-delayed sequel, The Suicide Squad. Some characters from the first film are back, like Harley Quinn, Captain Boomerang, Rick Flag, and Amanda Waller, alongside newcomers like Idris Elba as Bloodsport, Peter Capaldi as Thinker, and John Cena as Peacemaker, who will also be getting his own spin-off show, and you'll be able to see the whole squad in action in theaters and on HBO Max on August 6th, 2021. In March of 2022, we'll then get to see Robert Pattinson's take on the world's greatest detective when the Batman drops out of the shadows and onto the big screen. The movie won't be in the mainline DCEU, and it'll see Bruce Wayne in only his second year as a crime fighter as he takes on the Riddler for the first time on screen since the 90s. New versions of Alfred and James Gordon will also join Pattinson, alongside Catwoman, Penguin, and Carmine Falcone.
Riddle me this, riddle me that. Who's afraid of the big black bat?
And then we go from dark and brooding to colorful and wacky with the CG animated film DC Super Pets. Like the name suggests, the team consists entirely of super-powered pets, like Crypto the Super Dog, Beppo the Super Monkey, and Streaky the Super Cat. Lego Batman's Jared Stern is writing and directing the movie, and while it's been delayed a bit, it's currently scheduled to release in theaters on May 20th, 2022. Now, while it was hard to keep up with the Flash movie throughout all its changes and setbacks since its original announcement in 2014, they're finally speeding things along. Ezra Miller will return as Barry Allen in November 2022 for a Flashpoint-inspired multiverse adventure alongside both Michael Keaton and Ben Affleck's Batmans, and it'll also introduce the DCEU Supergirl.
I don't suppose you want to talk about this, do you?
Neither do I.
Well, we definitely want to talk about Aquaman 2. The first Aquaman is one of the few DC movies to ever break $1 billion at the box office, and while we don't know much about it yet, we do know that Jason Momoa, Amber Heard, Yahya Abdul-Mateen II, and Patrick Wilson will all be diving in for the sequel set to release 4 years after the original on December 16th, 2022. And maybe one of the most unique DC movies in recent years was the action comedy Shazam, and thankfully there's more Captain Sparklefingers on the way, with Shazam Fury of the Gods set to drop on June 2nd, 2023. Again, not much to say about it yet, but if the first movie's mid-credit scene is any indication, Mr. Mind may return as one of the villains. Now, we may have been waiting for The Flash since 2014, but Dwayne Johnson has been waiting since 2008 to make the Black Adam movie, but unfortunately, it still might be a bit of a wait thanks to the pandemic. The movie was supposed to release in December 2021, but is now currently unscheduled. It is expected to begin filming in April 2021, so it at least stands a chance of hitting theaters by 2023. So while 4 hours of the Snyder Cut is a lot to tide us over for a while, we can't wait for more DC films, and you know that we'll be keeping you on the up and up as we get closer to each release. So keep coming back to Screen Rant for the best TV and movie news. I'm Greg Elliott, and I'll see you next time.